Now that we have examined the Chinese examples for key escutcheon, I want to bridge the culture a little bit into some examples in the Western world. So this first picture is from the V&A collection of a key escutcheon, and it is like a hand-drawn design in 1625. I really like the details of this, and you can see there's even human figures and some like animal figures, like this curved one kind of looks like a dragon or a bird and a human face, but it's like all mixed up. And then just next to it is like a monster face. So it's just so very interesting how different cultures are approaching the decorations for a single object, like for the same purpose. And then let's look at another example. This is also from the Vienna collection, and this key escutcheon is made of silver in 1625, and I think it's very interesting that you can see some curved um, like decorations around it, and at the top of it there's like a wing figure. I'm not sure if it's a bird, but anyway, there's some wings and maybe angels. I'm not sure, but you can see there's a keyhole in the middle. And then this one from the Getty Museum, I think, really helps because it shows the keyhole and then what it looks like on a furniture. Like here's, I think this is like made of gold. It's very very decorative, but this only this part was like directly used to put the key inside and then maybe open a drawer from below. Let's continue. Our first picture on the left is showing a keyhole escutcheon, and you see that you like the key is stick in the middle. There's a hole in there, and all around it is just pure decoration. The overall shape is kind of like vertical and kind of long shaped, so I guess it might have been like a very like long box, but I'm not exactly sure what the box would have looked like. And then next to it, this picture on the right is a door knocker plate. So it's a little bit different. It's not exactly where you put the key inside, but it is below the key escutcheon, like the keyhole escutcheon. So you would, there would be a ring, and then you would slam the door, like sort of knock the door on this door knocker plate, and also for decoration. And the door knocker plate is primarily for the function of like protecting the door itself, like because if you knock the door with the handle on it, you might like break, like through time the paints break off from it, or if the door is made of wood, then you leave like something like a mark on it. So they wanted to protect it, and then added something very fancy called the door knocker plate. This is made of iron um, in the 18th century, and it's mainly used to prevent heavy metal from denting or scuffing the wood. Both of these are from the Barnes Foundation collection. I was very excited when I found these pictures online, and I love the decorations, and you can see some like floral decorations and curvy um, things on it. It's just very different from the Chinese example that I showed in this video, and it's so interesting because we're all actually making um, the same thing, but it looked very different. And then we have a 16th century blade made of iron, even though it's not really a keyhole escutcheon, but I still wanted to show it because it would still be an ornamental piece that could be located like along with the keyhole escutcheon. Finally, I have two examples from Germany. These two are from the Met Museum, and this first one is dated to the 16th century, so it's like a Gothic, late Middle Ages style made of iron. This middle shape is where you stick the key in, so it would also be on a door or on a box. I'm not sure about that. I really like the curvy lines. It's kind of different, like less ornamental than the previous ones, but I think this one has a unique style to it too. Like kind of simple but still cool. And then the one next to it, like this right one, this is a scutcheon plate of black, and also from Germany, dates to the 15th century, made of iron. This shape is like so interesting is because the motifs were frequently drawn from Gothic architecture. So this one is actually mimicking the Gothic church window, and you sort of like stick the key in the middle. Like there's looks like three windows there, so it would be likely the middle one, and there would be a place where you stick your key to the lock and then open. Um, so this one is like reproducing a miniature scale with tracery patterns, and then looks like the glass window, like the window sills. And I want to quote from the information, particularly for this artifact. The Met Museum says that it had been suggested that the greatly expanded use of locks on doors or coffrets and other types of storage chests was a result of the increasing urbanization of life and the new emphasis on material wealth and private ownership which developed in the late Middle Ages. And I just thought it was so cool to see this keyhole escutcheon in different countries, like in different time periods. Like these were like 15th century and then 16th century, and then comparing with China, which is like later period, but a different culture, and people just use different things and but drawing from their culture. So it was so cool to look at it, and I also hope you enjoyed it with me.